Students, my name is Hitesh Narashet. I am from Annavara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 10th standard, that is triangles. In triangles we already discussed about what is meant by triangle, what is meant by similarity of triangle. Also we discussed about some of the similarity criterions. So last class we discussed about area of similar triangles. Also we discussed some of the problems based on area of similarity triangles. So here we have to move on to the next problem based on area of similar triangles. So let us take the first problem of this video. So here just observe the question. DE and F are respectively the midpoint of sides AB, BC and CA of triangle ABC. Here it's a triangle ABC. In this, D is the midpoint of AB, E is the midpoint of AC and F is the midpoint of BC. It is given. Find the ratio of areas of triangle DEF and triangle ABC. Here we have to find the ratio of this complete triangle ABC and this small triangle DEF. But there is no any given that those two triangles are similar. But here it is here we want, when we find out the area of the triangles, so we want similarity. So from the theorem 6.6, so we want the areas of similar triangles only. So from the formula, so we have to take similar triangles only when we have to insert that formula into this situation. But there is no any given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. But we have to find out here. So that challenge we have, so we have to accept here. Yes. So here just observe complete triangle ABC. So complete triangle ABC from the triangle DEF, this complete triangle ABC splits into four different triangles. Can you observe here? ADE is there and DFB is there and EFC is there and here DEF is there. So that means here complete triangle ABC is converted into four different triangles. If it is the area of complete triangle ABC is equal to, we know that area of complete triangle is equal to, we can take sum of area of triangle ADE, sum of triangle plus area of triangle DBF and area of triangle DEF and area of triangle EFC. So we can take the complete triangle. When we want complete triangle ABC, that is area of complete triangle ABC, so we can add all these areas. When the area of DEF is equal to area of DFB, area of DEFC and area of ADE, all are equal. All the triangles, area of those triangles are equal. So then we can take all the triangles, all the area of those triangles is equal to DEF only. So that one we have to find out here. After that we have to substitute in the formula, that is area of triangle ABC is equal to sum of all this area of those triangles. Yes, firstly we have to take what are the given terms. Yes, what are the given terms here? Given. So here DEF is the midpoint of AB, BC and CA. So D, E and F are midpoint of AB, BC and C. Yes, so this thing we have here, but nearly we have. Yes. So here just observe DE is formed from the midpoint of these two sides. So it must be parallel to this side, one of the side, another side. Yes. So here we have that one. That's why. So we can take DE is parallel to BC. So let us take the directly. We can take the solution here. Solution. Yes. So let us take that one. DE is parallel to BC because this DE is formed from the midpoint of other two sides. So that means when we take that one, like that, so it must be that line, that line must be parallel to one of the side on the other side of the triangle. So that's why we can take from diagram DE is parallel to BC. It is DE is parallel to BC. Yes. So here just observe. Here F is the midpoint of BC. F is the midpoint of BC. We can use it. F is the midpoint of BC. So that's why complete triangle BC is equal to 2 times of FB. So we can take 2 times of FB. So that's why this complete side BC is equal to 2 times of FB means, so FB is equal to half of BC. Yes, so FB is equal to half of BC. So also FB is equal to half of BC. So that's why DE is also parallel to FB, because here just observe, here FB is the part of that complete side BC. So that here FB is also one of the part of the one. So that's why this DE is also parallel to FB. So that's why DE is parallel to FB. Yes. So DE is also parallel to FB. Then, so here just observe EF. So EF is also formed from the midpoint of these two sides, that is AC and BC. EF is formed from the midpoint of AC and BC. So that's why EF is parallel to AB. Yes, EF is parallel to AB. So also we have here I will write it. So from diagram, again from diagram, here it is because of this is complete because of F is the midpoint of BC. F is the midpoint of BC. Yes, so that's why it is those two are parallel. Yes. So here from diagram again, EF is parallel to AB. EF is parallel to AB. And then here D is the midpoint of AB. So that means AB is equal to 2 times of DB. So that means here DB is equal to half of AB. So that means here it is a part of this complete side AB. So that's why EF is parallel to DB. So that's why this is the same here. So that this implies to EF is parallel to DB. EF is parallel to DB because DB is equal to half of AB. We have this one. Yes. So that's why here we have D is parallel to FB and EF is parallel to DB. So here just observe D is parallel to FB and EF is parallel to DB. So that's why here complete just observe here it is one parallelogram formed here. Here it is a complete parallelogram formed here, that is DE FB parallelogram. So that is therefore DE FB is a parallelogram. DEFB is a parallelogram here. So this parallelogram is split into two parts by this diagonal DF. So that here we have two triangles. Here we have these two triangles. So we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent, not similar. These two triangles are congruent when it happens. Then area of this triangle and area of this triangle both are equal when it happens. So here just observe, here I first proved this complete, it is a parallelogram. Then we have to prove these two triangles are the parts of the parallelogram. So we have to prove that those two triangles are congruent. After that only, so we have to take area of area of congruent triangles are equal. Area of congruent triangles only equal. Area of similar triangles not equal. So be aware of that one. Yes. So consider triangle DEF and triangle DFB. Consider triangle DEF and triangle DFB. So in that just observe. So here are the in parallelogram means opposite sides are equal. So that's it. FB is equal to DE. That is FB is equal to. So here we have to take the first part from the DEF. That is DE is equal to FB because opposite sides. Then here DB is equal to EF. DB is equal to EF. That is it's also opposite sides. Opposite sides of a parallelogram. So you have to write of parallelogram. So you have to write of parallelogram. Yes, the opposite sides of parallelogram. Then for these two triangles, one common side is there. So that is DF is the common side. DF is equal to DF into DF. So because it is common. Yes, so we have. Then so here we have SSS congruence rule. That is side is corresponding sides are equal, corresponding sides are equal, corresponding sides are equal. From SSS congruence rule, these two triangles are congruent. From SSS congruent rule, triangle DEF is congruent to triangle DFB. So this implies area of this triangle is equal to area of this triangle. Only in the case of the congruent triangles, area of those two triangles are equal. So this implies area of triangle DEF is equal to area of triangle DFB. Yes. So we have these two triangles. That is area of these two triangles are equal. So simultaneously we have to prove that area of these two triangles is equal and area of these two triangles are equal. Then the things which are equal to the same things are equal to one another. So we have that. So here, how can we prove that all the other triangles are equal? So here we know that already we know that here it forms a parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal. There is a common is there. We already proved that. Here just observe when we consider triangle DEF and triangle EFC. So here it is also forms a one parallelogram. So that means here those two triangles are also congruent. The area of those two triangles are equal. So likewise we have to take, and here also. Here just observe this complete figure. So here just observe, here it is also one parallelogram formed here, and here this DE is one of the diagonal of this complete parallelogram. Here also the area of triangle, triangle ADE and triangle DEF, those two are congruent. The area of those two triangles are equal. So for that we have to write, don't derive, so we have to write similarly. Similarly we have the same thing. Similarly consider DEFC, here DECF parallelogram, DECF parallelogram. That means here also we have to repeat the same things, but instead of repeating the same things, we have to write similarly. So no problem. Yes, here area, so triangle DEF, triangle DEF is congruent to triangle EFC. So here this one I consider as equation number 1, and area of triangle DEF is equal to area of triangle EFC. I will consider this as equation number 10. Third one. So here consider DFEA or ADFE parallelogram. It is consider ADFE parallelogram. So in that triangle ADE is congruent to triangle DEF. So this implies area of triangle ADE is equal to area of triangle DEF. This implies area of triangle ADE is equal to area of triangle DE. So here we have the three equations, that is area of triangle DEF is equal to area of triangle DFB, and area of triangle DEF is equal to area of triangle EFC, and area of triangle AD is equal to area of triangle DEF. Only in the case of congruent triangles we can consider the area of those two triangles are equal. Otherwise we can't consider it as a area of those triangles is equal. So let us move on to the next part, that is here it is the next part is, so we have to consider the area of complete triangle ABC is equal to sum of area of this triangle, this triangle, this triangle, this triangle. So then we have to express all the triangles in case of triangle DEF only. So let us, we have to take that one. So here I will consider yes. So from diagram, so take the same thing from diagram. So that is area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC is equal to. So we have to write completely. So here I will write here bottom part, that is. So here area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle ADE plus area of triangle DFB, area of triangle DFB, then plus area of triangle DEF, area of triangle DEF plus area of triangle EFC. Triangle EFC. So here just observe area of triangle ADE. Area of triangle ADE is here. Area of triangle ADE is equal to area of triangle DEF. So that's why we can replace area of triangle ADE into area of triangle DEF. That is equal to, in place of this one I will consider area of triangle DEF. Area of triangle DEF. Then area of triangle DFB. Here area of triangle DFB, which is equal to area of triangle DEF. Area of triangle DEF. Then plus. So here area of triangle DEF is there, no problem. So we write the same DEF. Then area of triangle EFC. Area of triangle EFC is equal to area of triangle DEF. Triangle DEF. So here there are four times we added the area of triangle DEF. So that's why we have to write 4 times of area of triangle DEF. 4 into area of triangle DEF, that is area of triangle ABC. I will transpose this area of triangle DEF to the LHS side, that is area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle DEF is equal to 4 divided by 1. So then here we have to take the ratio. So that's why area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle DEF is equal to 4 is to 1. So we have the ratio, that is 4 is to 1. That means here we have to take all the areas are equal. Inside the ABC we have 4 triangles, all the areas are equal. So we have to consider those parallelograms. Then we have to take those 2 triangles are congruent. Then we have to take the areas of those congruent triangles are equal. So simultaneously we have to consider all the parallelograms. Then we have to take the formula, that is area of triangle ABC is equal to sum of all the triangles, and then we have to insert that equality. After that we have to take the ratio. So this is the solution of this problem. So let us move on to the next problem. Let us take the second problem. So here we have to prove that the area of an equilateral triangle described on one side of a square is equal to half of the area of equilateral triangle described on one of its diagonal. So here one square is there, that is ABCD, just a square is there. So with the help of one side BC, so consider it as a base of a equilateral triangle and draw equilateral triangle here. It's an equilateral triangle. So we form, and another one equilateral triangle is formed on the base of the diagonal of this square, one of its diagonal AC. So here from the AC diagonal, consider it as a base of this equilateral triangle. So here you have to draw another equilateral triangle. So here it is confirmed that already we know that equilateral triangle, all equilateral triangles are similar. So that one we can use here in this problem. So here APC and BQC, those two are equilateral triangle. Those two equilateral triangles are similar. So here one is confirmed that equilateral triangle described on one side of area of this triangle is equal to 1 by 2 into area of equilateral triangle. So described on its diagonal. Here we have to prove. But here one thing is confirmed that those two triangles are similar because those two are equilateral triangles. So that one we can take it as a given thing. Given. Consider triangle APQ, or consider the equilateral triangles. Here I will write one by one here. Equilateral triangles APC and BQC. Triangle APC and triangle BQC. So triangle APC is similar to triangle BQC because equilateral triangles are similar. All equilateral triangles are similar. Triangles are similar. So it's a known thing. So we can take it as a given because it is clearly mentioned that it's equilateral triangle. It's also equilateral triangle. All equilateral triangles are similar. So that means it's a given. So otherwise there is no any other terms. It is given. So here it is a complete term. It is what we have to prove. So what we have to prove here to prove, so area of equilateral triangle described on one side of a square. That means with the help of a side of a square we formed a equilateral triangle. So area of that triangle. So it is the area of triangle BQC. From the side we form area of triangle BQC. That's why area of triangle BQC is equal to half of the area of the triangle described on one of its diagonal. From the diagonal we formed an equilateral triangle APC. So that one is half of this is equal to half of the area of this triangle is equal to complete area of complete triangle BQC. That is 1 by 2 into area of triangle APC. That means here just observe, so we can look at it into another form, that is area of triangle BQC by area of triangle APC. So let us take that one. After that we can convert. After that we can transpose. Likewise we can do. So likewise here we have what we have to prove. So let us take the proof. Yes. How can we prove that one? Here we have triangle APC is similar to triangle BQC. So that means we can easily insert the theorem on area of similar triangles. So we know that. So in short form we know that it's a VKT. That means we know that. So we can write completely, no problem. That is triangle APC. APC is similar to triangle BQC. Therefore, area of triangle BQC divided by area of triangle APC is equal to, here we have to take any one pair of corresponding sides. Here I will take this diagonal and this side. So because it belongs to the square, so we can take any equalities. We can take some of the modifications. That's why only we can take this one. So whatever the possibility is there, so we can insert here. So here, so area of triangle BQC, BC is there. Yes. BC divided by AC whole square. BC divided by AC whole square we have. And we can write it as BC square divided by AC square. We can easily write that one. So area of triangle BQC divided by area of triangle APC is equal to BC square by AC square. But here it is given that it's half of the equilateral triangle discussion. So that means here we have to take any modification. So from that we have 1 by 2 here. 1 by 2 here. That means here just observe, from this we can, this here it is a hint that so there is any relationship between AC and BC. Any relationship. So here just observe, here it is a diagonal, here it is a side. It is not only the diagonal of this quadrilateral, it not only the diagonal and side of parallelogram, not only the diagonal and side of rectangle, here it is a diagonal and side of a square. So let us go into the 9th standard. There we have a first chapter, that is number system. In number system, so we are represented the irrational number on the number line. So there we constructed a square. After that we took the diagonal. After that we take that diagonal as a radius of that circle. Then we form that one. So that means in that we have a square. So here 1 and 1 is there, means so here 1 and 1 is there. So that means diagonal is root 2. So here we have converted into root 2 into 1. It is possible. That means root 2 into side. So diagonal is equal to root 2 into side. Yes. When we take 2 and 2, here it is also a 2 and here it is 2. So that means here what we get here, so just observe here 4 plus 4, 8. That means root 8. So here it is root 8 we have. Root 8. Root 8 we can write it as 2 into root 2. That is 4 into 2 means it is 2 into root 2. So here 2 is the side and root 2 is the number. So here irrational number, that is root 2 into side. Here it is also root 2 into side, here it is also root 2 into side. So let us take 3. Here it is 3 and here it is 3. So from 3 and 3. So here from the Pythagoras theorem, 3 square and 3 square. So plus 3 square plus 3 square, 9 plus 9, 18. Root 18 we have. Root 18 we can write it as root of 9 into 2. So is equal to 3 into root 2. That is root 2 into sine. So that means from this relationship we can take that diagonal is equal to root 2 into sine. So that is diagonal. So we know that, like just like right, we know that diagonal is equal to root 2 into sine. So that one we can use, root 2 into sine. We can take. Here from this relationship, from this sum of the example, whatever that we can take, 4 and 4. 4 square plus 4 square, 16, 32. 32 means, so here 16 into 2, 4 into root 2. That is root 2 into sine. So that means whatever the term we have, so here it is true. So we can use that one here. Yes. So here we have diagonal is equal to root 2 into sine. So that means what is the diagonal here? AC. AC is equal to root 2 into. So here I will take this as equation number 1. Take this as equation number 2. Substitute AC in equation 1. So value of AC in equation 1, that is area of triangle BQC divided by area of triangle APC is equal to BC square remains as it is, BC square remains as it is, and here in place of AC we have to substitute root 2 into BC, that is root 2 into BC whole square is equal to, here BC square remains as it is, divided by root 2 square means 2 into BC square. BC square and BC square getting cancels is equal to 1 by 2. Yes. So here area of triangle BQC divided by area of triangle APC is equal to 1 by 2. So that's why I will transpose this area of triangle APC to the RHS side. That is area of triangle BQC is equal to 1 by 2 into area of triangle APC. So we proved this thing. So how can we prove that one? So here we have equilateral triangle. Those two equilateral triangles are, we know that those two are similar only. So from that we taken the theorem on area of similar triangles. In that we made some of the modification from the square. So diagonal is equal to root 2 into side. Another formula is there. So remember this formula when we have a square, and here we inserted that value and we got the result. So here we have the method to solve such like problems. So let us move on to the next problem. Let us move on to the next problem, that is triangle ABC and triangle BDE are two equilateral triangles such that E is the midpoint of BC. Ratio of area of triangles ABC and BDE is, so there are some options are there here. 4 options are given: 2:1, 1:2, 4:1 and 1:4. So we have to choose the right answer. So for that we have to make some calculation, otherwise we can't do anything. So here firstly we have to know about what are the given things. So here it is a mind calculation. So here I convert it into a calculation. So in case of multiple choice question, sometimes we have to make some mind calculation. Here if it is, we have in the third 3 marks and 2 marks and 5 marks, at that time you have to write in detail. Yes. So firstly, so let us take the given. What are the given terms are there? We have to write. So here it is given that triangle ABC and triangle BD are equilateral triangles. That is triangle ABC and triangle BDE are equilateral triangles equilateral triangles are similar. All equilateral triangles are similar. We have, that's why triangle ABC and triangle BDE are similar. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDE. We have another given term, whatever the given term we have. So E is the midpoint of BC. So here E is the midpoint of BC. E is the midpoint of BC. Therefore, BE is equal to EC. BE is equal to EC here. So we take that one. And then, so here, so we have the given term, that is these two triangles are congruous, these two triangles are similar. That's why we can take the theorem on area of similarity triangle, because we have to find out the area of triangles ABC and BDE. So let's take the solution. So here we have those two triangles are similar, means that is area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle BDE is equal to. So here I will take here just for ABC I will take BC divided by, for triangle BDE I will take BE. Here BE is equal to EC, we know that. Also we can write it as half of BC, 1 by 2 into BC we can take. So here area of triangle ABC by area of triangle BDE is equal to BC by BE whole square is equal to BC square divided by BE square. So here BE is equal to, we have 1 by 2 into BC. So substitute that one. Yes. So area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle BDE is equal to BC square divided by, here 1 by 2 BC whole square, 1 by 2 into BC whole square is equal to BC square divided by 1 by 2 whole square, means it's a 1 by 4 it is. 1 by 4 into BC square. So BC square getting cancelled. Here 1 by 4 is there. 1 divided by 4 means, so here the 4 comes to the numerator, that is equal to 4 divided by 1. So this implies area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle BDE. That is area of triangle ABC is to area of triangle BDE is equal to 4 is to 1. So this is the right answer. So here we have to make some calculations for this problem. So sometimes it's for 1 marks, and for multiple choice question you have to tick correctly. So there you have to take the mind calculation, better to take the mind calculation. So when it is in the 2 marks question, 3 marks question and 5 marks question or 4 marks question, so in that you have to write the complete thing. So let us take some of the homework. Let us take the 2 homework here. So the first homework tells us that prove that the ratio of areas of 2 similar triangles is equal to the square of ratio of their corresponding medians. So that means here we know that here it is given that similar triangles. So those 2 triangles are similar. So that means we can take AB square by PQ square. So area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQ is equal to AB square by PQ square, AC square by PR square, and BC square by QR square. So what is our challenge is we have to change AB by PQ. AB by PQ is equal to AM by PN. So we have to prove that one. So use similarity criterions and some properties. So after that we can get this result. Yes, then finally sides of 2 similar triangles are in the ratio 4:9. Area of these triangles are in the ratio. So we have to opt or given options. It's right options. So here what we have to do, here it is ratio is given, sides, corresponding sides ratio is given 4:9. So that means After squaring, we get the result. So here you have to write the complete thing. Don't write only the option. What is the correct option? So write the complete thing. So complete problem. So this is about the area of similarity triangles. So I hope you understood that one. So those who are watching this video for the first time, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can get the notification very easily. So also hit the like button. Thank you, one and all. Be safe and stay home. Thank you.